drive in and see the clear sky and the moon and the sun. And as I came in, I was not, just like yesterday morning when we were doing a sequence on joy, and I'm sitting and I'm going, I'm not feeling it. Here I am going to teach on joy, and it's not coming, it's not happening. And yet coming and driving and repeating a mantra in the car, and then I stopped, and it was as though all the beauty of the drive and the dawn and the moon and the sky and the cold, and I stopped and I turned off the car, and it all landed. I just sat there like enfolded in this incredible morning. And so never doubt, as you do this work, it's there with you. You're building it up. And at the moment, it's going to just arrive. It's just going to arrive. It's ready for you. It's with you. It's already here. Bring your palms together. Sit up tall. Clearing your hands. Deepen your breathing. Shake your shoulders. Loosen your jaw. Ang Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Everything that guides me and heals me and holds me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. So 3 times, inhale. Ang Namo, Ang Guru Dev Namo. Ang Namo, Ang Guru Dev Namo. Ang Namo, Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. We start on our backs. So if you choose, if you like to have a bit of padding, you're going to have an extra blanket underneath you. And lying down, bend your knees, draw your knees to your chest, roll back and forth a little bit side to side. And then interlace your fingers over your right shin. And let your left heel go up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. And as your heel starts to lead your hip, reach into the heel, get a little longer. And as you reach into your heel, get your spine a little longer. Flex your feet, spread your toes. And then gather your toes into a little ball and then open your feet again. Just find your ankles and the tips of your toes and the length of your thigh. Good. Keep your left heel down. Take your left hand overhead. Pause. Stand in your heel. Reach into your hand. Draw your left toes back. Just get a little longer. And then draw the left knee in and interlace over the left shin. And the right leg rise and fall. Inhale up, exhale down. Widen through the low back into the floor. Widen through the upper back into the floor. Flex and point your toes until you're really connected all the way to the tips of your toes. And then heel down, right hand overhead, lengthen. Just find your way into your heel and your hip and your hand. Bring it back into the middle. Put your feet flat to the floor, arms wide to the floor, palms down. Draw your left knee into a great circle. So you're opening into the hip socket. And you can work right there with a bent knee or straightening out. Reach through the left heel. If you straighten your leg, it gets much slower. You can flex your foot, reach into your inner heel get longer through the inner thigh. Start to feel how it shifts your breathing, your expression. And then bend your left knee and reverse your direction and start with the bent knee so that you're starting right down in the circle of the hip. And then as you straighten your leg, that hip circle starts to reach all the way into your heel. And I can feel that through the undersides of my arms and into my palms. And put the left foot flat. Right knee circles. Let it clear something out. That it's not simply a physical, athletical movement. Straighten your right heel. But it starts to reach into the movements of your day. That as you make this circle, you're starting to reach into the afternoon and smooth it out and open it up. And bending your knee, reverse your circle and keep exploring, keep using this space to get into your time, into your choices. As you come into your body, lengthen into the heel. For 3. And for 2. For 1. Good. Right foot flat to the floor. Palms down under the backs of your hips. Lift your hips and lift your feet up. To tap your right heel down and back up, and tap your left heel down and back up. And you may work with bent knees, or as you're ready, the legs extending, the feet flex, the mouth corners rise, the eyes close. So you're just tapping one heel and then the other. And today I'm not even tapping the floor. I don't reach the floor. My low belly is tight. My legs feel tight. And so I just let the heel drop toward the floor and back up. Take your time, listen to your body. Exhale down, inhale up. Ten, 9, 8. Anchor the navel down toward the floor. Become more intentional in the use of your low abdomen. For 2. And for 1. Good. Bend your knees. And now press your right heel straight out. Bring your left knee back and change. Right knee back, left heel forward, so that you're sort of running up an invisible set of stairs. And each press of the heel is an X, 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 X. If you like, you can lift your head. Flex your feet deeply so that you're starting to activate through the thighs, through the low belly, widen through the upper back. You can keep it right there or free your hands, opposite elbow, opposite knee, 20 seconds. You're activating the navel, you're turning it on, you're getting a little cranky if cranky helps you, or you're just getting a little stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2. Feet flat, arms wide, 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 wide. Walk your heels out wider than your mat, starfish. And radiate light into your limbs from your navel. Deepen your breathing like you were breathing that golden light of the navel into every cell. That you're feeding yourself, you're nourishing from the inside. Shake out the feet a little bit, wag the tail a little bit, get a little bigger. You are here to expand. The size you came
is insufficient for what you've learned, and you're growing, you're expanding, and we're hungry to do it. Good. Knees to your chest. You'll roll all the way up and over and find hands and knees.
If you like, fold your blanket in half.
And I'm wrong, not on hands and knees. Sit on your blanket folded in half. I was still in Saturday. Heels down, toes up, knees bent, right? So your hands come out and you fold your fingers in, but your thumbs are up. So you're holding on to something. As you come forward, your hands pull apart and then you rock back. So you peel open and you rock back. Inhale and exhale. Yeah. So your toes are busy. The soles of your feet are holding to the wall in front of you. Inhale and exhale. Tension in your shoulders. Bend an elbow. Bend an elbow. And notice, if your eyes were open, would you be looking at the floor or would you be looking at the wall in front of you? So look ahead. Rather than looking down, look ahead. And you're calling yourself up into the chest, up into the armpits. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Sit up tall, shake out your feet. Notice. So you just made this sense of center. Use that and widen your heels out to the side. I like to fold my blanket one more time so that I'm a wee bit higher. Shake out your feet and your knees. Good. Hands wide to start. And then fold to the right. Lifting up, open at the center, and fold to the left. You're inhaling at center. You're exhaling as you fold. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out the tension that you're encountering through the joint, the hamstring, the connective tissue, the habit, the choice. You're just breathing it out. Oh, it might be very, very small. It's fantastic. Start to take your inside hand further forward, and the back hand, the outside hand, reaches a little back. So we start to revolve and up and out. And you close your eyes, opening through the upper back, through the chest and the shoulders. For 3, good. Keep going. For 2, and sit up tall, shake it out. Your fingers, shake it out. Your feet, shake it out. Your knees, and interlace your fingers. So you have a great circle, like you're stirring something. Reach into your inner feet. That's it. Your toes are strong as though you're standing on the wall. And you take that circle wherever it serves you, right? So it may get into your back, or it may get into your hips, or it may get into your shoulders, or into your breathing. Three, and 2, and reverse your direction. 5, 5. And closed eyes go to the interior of this circle. Not what it looks like, but how it feels. Smooth it out. 3, and 2.
And then pause at the center, eyes closed, hands on thighs. Notice. Notice if there's a levity, if there's a rising through your spine, towards the crown of your head, out into the soles of your feet, into the very tips of your toes. And then hands and knees. And from hands and knees, shift your hips back and fold into your child as fully as you can. And let your hips rock a little side to side, finding that fold. And then rising up to hands and knees, tuck your toes and press to dog. Wag your tail, soften your knees, walk your dog. And then you return, knees to the floor, heart forward, child's pose, fold it back. You inhale, rise up, and you exhale, press to dog. In hands and knees and out to child. Start with your attention in your feet. Feel intentionally the tuck of your toes and feel the lift of your heels. And then start to feel the movement through the hips and the belly and out through the arms and the hands. Just for 3. Your pace, your body. Taking it where it's needed, holding a pose for a beat if you need it. And we'll meet in dog. Let your breathing settle, feel the weight even in the left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot. Walk your feet to your hands. Good. We'll stand up tall. Left hand holds the right wrist and go a little to the left. So opposite me. So I'm not good at the oppositing thing. Good. Bring your palms together. Take your tail back so that the squat can be just this big, right? Up and over to the other side. To squat, to take it back. So again, it's your pace. It's your body. You're deepening in. And that's the modification. You feel safe in your hips. Bend your knees, elbows in front of your shins. Press down, rise up. Inhaling up and open, exhaling, finding that deep crease. Yep, and the more you go, the more you'll start to get some circulation deeper into the thighs, into the hips. Go 2 more. We'll meet at the top, and you're going to interlace your fingers, round and rise, round and rise. So this is most modified. If needed, you're going to be right here. As you can, you bend your knees. I find the in-between really difficult and kind of insufferable. So the whole pose, easiest is to put your heels on your blanket. And as you sit back, you're on your heels and come forward onto the balls of your feet. Yeah, so you're opening your feet and your chest. Lift your heels, D. Yeah, that's it, Emma. Nice. She's mighty. Yes. What you're carrying unnecessarily in your breathing, let it move through it. And you're chopping. 5, 4, 3. Let it be difficult. There are things that are difficult, and chop through the difficulty because you can. Good. Good. Stand up tall, widen your arms, and you'll feel what you made. You made space. You made expansion. Feel your heart beat. When you take that constraint off, the heart gets bigger. The sensation, the field starts to change. So sweep wide and knees soft. Sweep back down through that and fold your hands down the backs of your legs. And unfold, clearing the field. There's energy all around you. Bending your knees as much as you need to fold and unfold. So there's our modification. As you choose, the hands come up the front, down the front, bend your elbows so your elbows point up and over your head. Oh. And you get a little longer. Up out of the feet, up into the hands. A little less constrained. For 5. For 4. Bend your elbows, Cliff, right next to your ribs. That's it. And go up. One more. Hands high. Pause, pause, pause. Go wide. And wide and wide and down. Wriggle your fingers. Take it all the way out around you, around you, around you, around you, around you. Now, when you stand tall, there's going to be a surge. You just ride that surge. We have upheaval. We're here to feel it, we're here to know it, and we're here to ride it, and it will pass through us and beyond. We become accustomed to that. We're okay, and we know it descends. So slowly, deepen your breathing, gather yourself, and know that you can handle it. When that big rise comes, you're like, oh, I know the other side of this. Like a surfer. Your heart's still big and strong, you're breathing clear, your body alive, because we didn't shut down when it got big, we let it through. Out the feet, out the hands, build your seat. So I tend to fold, so I have a long, thick rectangle. If you need to, stack up 2, because we will be seated here for a second. If you need a blanket, if you're cold, it's wintry, all good. Land, adjust, shift, arrive. Still feeling the beat, the eminence of your heart. Still feeling. Good. Left hand, thumb, first fingertips touch. Shake it out, lengthen it out, and set it down. Right hand, first 2 fingers together, fold them down. You'll take the tip of your right thumb and just close right above and behind the flare of your nostril. So you can breathe in through the left. And then the tip of your 4th finger, reach over, close left, and breathe out right. Again, close right, in left. Close left, out right. And just continue, in left and out right. Let it begin to settle, becoming smooth and circular. Feeling the left side body expand and settle. Breathe in left. Pause full. Breathe out right. Right hand down. Normal breathing. Just notice. Right hand, first two fingers, fold them down. Fourth finger, close the left nostril. Breathe in right. Close right, breathe out left. Breathe in right. Breathe out left. Find your pace, find your circle. Smooth it out. Let your posture adjust around it. Get tall. One more in the right. Pause full. Out the left. Right hand down. Notice the right side body. Be willing. Be rearranged. A new center is established. Good. Take your hands up above you. That would be 90. Go out to the sides. That would be 0. Now find in between the two, find 60. Fold your fingers in, turn your palms forward, your thumbs point up, open your mouth out your mouth with a ha. Close your mouth, out your nose, steady on. Adjust your body around it. Drop your shoulders, turn your chin. Keep the breath. Bring your palms together, thumbs to the sternum, heart up, chin in. Keep the breath. Press your palms, sit up tall, 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Inhale, chin up. 3 more sips. Fill it up, tuck your chin, cap that. Gathering up, up, up the spine, a little wriggle, a little shift. Call it up, crown of the head, chin up, breath out, hands down. And notice that we are prepared, that it's this gorgeous, stable energy of wisdom and care, this fresh experience of ourselves. This is what we want to amplify. This is what wants to expand and explore. Now begins our practice. So establish your seat. If you need to shift in any way, recrossing your seat, your legs. Whoa, we have the hands in what's called lion's claw. So they are kind of curled in and they're a bit strong, right? Like you could, I always think of raking through rice. Like you could do that. And then you're going to cross your wrists, opening and crossing. So it's mostly in the elbows, even though we're going to be tempted to do it in your shoulders. Start low, opening, inhale, closing, exhale. It's quick. Eventually, you're looking to do it overhead. So try it overhead. Keep your shoulders soft. Keep your humor close. Use it when you need to. Smile. Softer, quicker. So not quite as big, right, Cliff? Because it's exhausting. So keep it a little closer around your head. Yes. Now get into your fingertips. Yes. Perfect. Feel the difference? Yeah. So it's not about your upper arms. It's this little bend and straighten of the elbow. So you're anchoring your navel to your spine. That's why we started on the back. Build your seat from the navel, and that will hold your upper back. And the stronger your belly, the more relaxed your shoulders can be. And each day, you just get a little further. Eventually, we're building to 9 minutes. Imagine being able to have a civil conversation for 9 minutes. It takes stamina. When you need to step away and then come back in. 2 minutes to go. Fifteen seconds. Three, two, hands down, out, 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 out. Loosen, 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 up. Inhale. Hook your thumbs, tuck your chin, reach. Hold the breath. 3 sips, go. Little more, reach. Gathering the pelvic floor up, the heart up, the attention up, the chin up, the breath out. Widen, softly widen down. Notice that great field of care, truth, will, knowledge that surrounds you. Return to this. And just as we built the ability of our shoulders, our arms, our core, use your mind here. Without changing your expression, feel the sensation of a smile. Without changing your expression, feel the sensation of a smile. in your mouth, in your jaw, in your eyes, in your scalp, your ears, your brain. Feel the sensation of a smile. And down through the neck and the throat, a smile in the shoulders and the arms. The innocence, the welcome of a smile in the lungs, in the heart, the wonder, the awe, the happiness of a smile in your belly, your digestion, your liver, into the pelvis, a smile to the pelvic floor. That sensation, bright and sound in your body. Your attention back to the top of your head, and there see a quality of rose-colored light. Every light is a frequency. Every frequency has a role in our lives. Every color plays a part. Rose-colored light around your head, in your brain, in your skull, in your eyes, through the sinuses and the ears, behind you, before you. Rose-colored light, color of renewal, through the throat and the jaw, down the shoulders, like a shower of light down the arms and the hands, in front of the chest, behind the back, under the arms, rose-colored light. Use your mind, and your body is encouraged to absorb this in the lungs, the chest, the belly. Until you are surrounded, enfolded, rose-colored light. Reach wide. And just gather it in, palms together, palms together. It can't be lost. It's only going to grow. Lie down on your back. The legs kick out. You lift your hips, palms under the backs of your hips. So from that very ethereal, field-based experience, we bring it back into the body. Draw your right knee to your chest and tap your heel, and the left to the chest and tap your heel. So you may alternate. Or 2 feet together. Tap your heels. Inhale up, exhale down. Now you may straighten the legs, tapping right and back up, tapping left and back up, or feet together, legs extended. Inhale up, exhale down. So there are modifications to split the legs. There are modifications to bend the legs. And eventually the heels rise and fall. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Gathering the sensation into the center of your navel. On the exhalation, feel your attention and your ability gather to a very focused point in the center of the body. Building will, building confidence, building integrity. Three, two.
so that you bend your knees, you free your hands, you turn your palms open, you draw your legs out wide and long, and you breathe into the navel. The limbs are loose and heavy. That rose light of renewal surrounding you. Walk your feet in, hold your shins, roll all the way up. It can be nice, we're going to roll on the belly a little bit, so it can be nice to open your blanket twice to give yourself a little bit of a padded runway. So all of that contraction through the front body can make a shortening, a closure. You'll start in your child's pose. You come to hands and knees. You bend your elbows, a little press and a little back. So this is the modification. If this is what serves you best, just a little press, just a little back, or you'll come down onto your belly, bending your knees. As you straighten your legs, press back. Good. As you come forward, bend your knees. As you come forward onto your pelvis, lift your knees off the floor so you get a little rocking horse kind of action. And now you're rocking through the thighs and the hips and the low belly. Opening through the chest and through the shoulders. Let your spine be as supple and as exploratory as you can. Nice. Good, good, good. 2. Good, good, good. 1 more. And from your child, pause a beat. Arms out long. The current you are creating. To your dog. As you come towards your dog, fold your blanket 1 more. Wagging your tail. Lengthen through the backs of the thighs and the hamstrings. Take the fold of your blanket, roll it back, and roll it back. So you have a little roll, and you'll sit down and put that roll right behind your knees. Your toes up, so you have some nice support. Yep. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can roll 2. And then hands on thighs, you just fold and unfold. So this is most modified. Start here. Hinging rather than rounding. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold, maybe hands on shins. So wherever you have your hands, they don't move. And you start to get a little deeper into the hinge of your hips. And you take your hands perhaps to your ankles or to the tops of your toes, holding the big toe. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, folding. And as you do, you'll start to feel a little heat through the backs of the legs, through the soles of the feet, through the spine. Any pain or tension caught in the low back, then draw your hands back and have less of a fold. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Oh. And the breathing becomes very natural. The exhale as you fold. So you're making a bit of a pump, 30 seconds. You're pumping from the navel, a pranic pump, a shift of energy. What's old and stagnant and stuck, what is no longer yours, what never was yours. Flush it out
And breathe in what's new. Opening the upper back, strengthening, heating the spine. Excellent, excellent. If you've been going through a really difficult time, this is a tremendous way of shifting that out of your nervous system. For 5 and 4, 3, where will you take it? Sit up tall, hands on your thighs. Now just notice, just coast. Notice your spine, your sushumna, that channel, clear. Deepen your breathing and shake the feet. Build your cross-legged seat. So for me, I'm going to unroll this circle and do a thick fold. So I take it into the long, thick rectangle to sit up tall. And from that height, I can put my fingertips to my ribs and turn to the left and the right. So you've warmed the spine, and now as we turn, there's more access. The muscles on the sides of the spine. The chin turns with the body. If your shoulders don't like anything else, you work here. Otherwise, thumbs pointing back, elbows wide and high. Inhale left, exhale right. We go. Turning your chin. Loosening what you've been holding. Feeling the movement of your spine. 30 seconds. Elbows up, heart up. 5, 4, 3. You will take this straight away to hands and knees, cat-cow. Ready? Steady. Go. Hands, knees, cat-cow. And just from that twisting, now round and release. And just notice what you're shifting. When we can access the sushumna, this central channel, we change our perspective. Turn your thumbs forward. Turn your fingers to point away. Try to pull your hands apart. You'll get into the upper back, behind the heart, the back of the neck, the base of the skull. 30 seconds. Mobility. Freedom. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Neutral coast. Notice your spine. Build a cross-legged seat, sitting tall, hands on thighs. Notice this bright seam. Sutra Atman, the seam of the soul. The chin turns to the left, down across the chest to the right, up over the left, down across, up and over, down across,
Pause. Down across, from left to right, down across. So get through the sides of the neck, up under the jaw. Clear the whole length. You'll pause with your chin at your chest, tiny side to side, and then neutral, sitting tall. Everything comes and goes. The seasons, the time, the day, the temperature rises and falls. The conversation begins and concludes. So we acknowledge this with sa, ta, na, ma. These cycles of everything. Everything begins, everything goes on, everything concludes, and everything returns. Build kneeling if you can. And then we'll finish with our satanama, that through our spine we could become more willing. So often when it's going well, we just want it to stay there. And then when it sucks, we want it to go away. It's all going to go away anyway. So one hand goes out and one elbow comes back. And you're reaching one hand and you're pulling it back. So you're closing your hand. And each one of these, each one, we say, sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, looser, sa, turn, na, ma, sa, ta, 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 na, ma. 5, 4, 3, 2,
And elbows back, hard up, inhale. Chin up, 3, 3, go. Tuck your chin, elbows back, pause, 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 pause. Gather up, gather up, gather up, gather up, gather up. Chin up, breath out, hands down. Be done. It all comes, it all goes. You earn the money, you spend the money. Let it all move through you, move through you, move through you. We're here to expand. We're here to experience. We're here to move through. And the more you deepen your breathing, the more you just open your inner hands. Allowing what's been held, what's been caught, what's been stuck to soften. You'll gently unfold your legs, and then you'll unfold your blanket so that we can build the sweetest little bolster to hold us up at the end. A long rectangle, so unfolding to here. Lay it behind you. Fold in a third. Fold the other side in a third. So I have a long, long, thick rectangle. Sit in front of it. Lie back on it and reach overhead. Take the top edge, fold it towards you, and make a little tuck at the bottom. A little extra fold right behind the back of your neck. Arms wide, legs long. So the arms may be wide, but the heels are not wide. They're not wider than your mat. And the first few breaths are so large and full and free. Widen your arms. Yes. All of this. Take up space. Beginning to deepen your breathing, remaining expansive, exploratory, evolutionary, revolutionary, and in all of it, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. Bless the fingers, for they are as darting as fire. Bless the little hairs of the body, for they are softer than grass. Bless the hips, for they are cunning beyond all machinery. Bless the mouth, for it is the describer. Bless the tongue, for it is the maker of words. Bless the eyes, for they are the gifts of the angels, for they tell us the truth. Bless the shoulders, for they are a strength and a shelter. Bless the thumb, for when working it has godly grip. Bless the feet, for their knuckles and their modesty. Bless the spine, for it is the whole story. To walk one foot in and then the other. To roll to your side. To breathe into your spine, to re-inflate the back of your body, to round, to tuck your chin, to stretch the back open wide, and to roll, to rise, to return. And as you sit tall, reach wide. At the top, bring your palms together and bring it right down the middle. And one more, sweep wide, reach wide, inhale. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead center. I bow to all of it. Long, sat, short, nam, inhale. Sat, nam. Sat nam, I see myself. And namaste, I see you. Thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. We are slowly putting parts, pieces, feeling the fullness. Now, you know, this really lands us in our spine, which is just this incredible antenna, bringing all this awareness into our bodies. So have a great day. Be strong, be well, be clear and true. And I will be back on Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. And we'll go on.